Hello, and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom, where in the previous episode we had built this lovely enclosure for our Spinosaurus and completed this sort of fire and ice themed or fire and water themed area with our Carcharodontosaurus and Spinosaurus. So now I'm going to continue with the park. And I'm thinking of continuing into this sort of African area and rounding off with our Ouranosaurus. Now, what exactly do we need for Ouranosaurus? So, Ouranosaurus, what else lives with Ouranosaurus? It seems like just Ouranosaurus, which means that instead of just focusing on making the exhibit for it, what we're going to do is we're going to make something special for it. So we're going to be doing a building for our Ouranosaurus. So upon reaching the end here, we're going to get first I'm going to clear out this area. Remove trees. Yoink. Just clear out a nice big old area, like so. And we're going to, missed a spot. So, I'm thinking of a 2-story building with restaurants and the like that'll have a balcony overlooking our Ouranosaurus enclosure. So to do that, first I want to sink down the Ouranosaurus enclosure just a wee bit. Just about there. Just so that we can have the terrace or the balcony overlooking something a little more sunken down, just in case these things are bigger than I anticipate. Just make that a little more even on this side. Now. Today is a very special day. And why is that? It's because today is when Walking with Dinosaurs 2025 will be releasing in the United States. Oh. Now why are you... Hello? Oh, I know why that was doing that. Okay, maybe I don't know why. Am I adjusting scale? Why am I adjusting scale? Huh? Why is... Oh, Alt. That is why I must have accidentally pressed Alt. Alright. So, yeah, today's very special because Walking with Dinosaurs is going to be releasing at 8 o'clock tonight. Currently, it is around 4 o'clock. So, got a little bit of a ways to go. So, what I'm going to focus on instead is building up this building before the American premiere on the public broadcasting system, or PBS if you're a normal human being, of Walking with Dinosaurs 2025. Now, I am aware of Walking with 2025 and the difference. Anyways, I'm aware of what Walking with 2025 does differently from the original series, and personally, I'm not a huge fan of the change. I think that it's kind of... Like, I understand why they made the change, because, you know, computer-generated graphics are expensive, BBC is not nearly as big as Apple, so, you know, obviously making in a post-prehistoric planet world, where that's kind of become the new gold standard for the dinosaur nature documentary approach, and it has not really been even matched, you know. Like, we had Life on Our Planet, which... if I'm being honest, if I may, I think life on our planet was kind of terrible. For like, especially when it comes to the VFX. I think that it is not like it's not insultingly bad or anything crazy like that. It's just not good. And I think that if the choice to go with the talking heads angle, like I understand that that's probably so that they can have the VFX look as decent as they can, because like it's not going to match Prehistoric Planet. Like there's no stretch of the imagination. I have no delusions that it was even going to come close. However, it does personally go against what made the series so unique in the first place. And as such, I think that it's just it's less my cup of tea when it comes to how I would personally like to have seen a production like this, but I don't make the rules. I just watch the things happen. Well, that's very inconvenient. All right, so, but you know, I am excited to see where Walking With goes. Wait, is this not even... Okay, this is not even close to being aligned. So let me align it this way. So that's there. Put it here. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, cool. Let me scoot it over a little bit. Let me first just send this path out so I can see where the straight line is. Alright. Let me try and align the center as best I can. Let me just put a door here in the first place. That's the centerpiece. The door will change the texture just so that we are matching up so that the area as a whole is consistent with its theme. Actually, I'm going to do that now just to let's see, we want an arid look. Not clay. Yeah, I think these tiles look nice for the floor, and then for the walls. Do they match the vibe set here? Yeah, because it's a nice combination of our cool rock wall with the worm fence. I think, yeah, I think I quite like the brick. Yeah, so let's get back into here. And now I'm going to add the stairwell. So this side is longer. I'm thinking, oh, wrong button. That'll be the stairs. I think, is there a ramp option? I don't believe that there is. No. Okay, it's not looking like it. That's fine. Ooh, my phone is ringing. Always a good sign. I will simply ignore it as I am doing very important YouTube things. Okay. Okay, so maybe I don't need the dip in the terrain now that I think on it, because this is going to be a lot taller than I initially anticipated. But it's fine, because you know, we don't make mistakes. We make happy accidents here. So, right, floor has been laid out. Let me lay out where the exit of the wall is going to be. So I'm thinking the wall will end here. Yeah? Yeah. Let me bring the floor back. And yeah, okay. I like that. This is gonna be a very curvy building, I have decided. In all of the fun ways. And now I have created the penis balcony. The most distinguished of all balconies. And I'm realizing now how annoying it's going to be to put a traditional railing there. So we're simply going to use the curved walls instead. What do I mean by traditional railing? That's a brilliant question. Why did I say it like that? Alright. Just place these walls. Alright, cool. So we have the baseline being these walls, but I would like to add a little bit of panache. So, as we continue, let me find some beams. Good old beams. Now, we used the bamboo before, so I'm thinking, what are you? Concrete of the damaged variety. Rustic, oh no, we used rustic a lot before. But I quite like the rustic beams, I can't lie. What are these? Rustic logs. You know, no, we're gonna go with the concrete pillars. Because they're kind of close to the arid look that we've got. So I'm gonna add that there. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go with concrete with a bamboo like half pipe sticking out of it. I need the corners though. Oh, am I going to be able to put it in the center or no? Okay. No. Okay, I don't really... Never mind. I dislike that. Actually, what I'll do instead is I'll add little lights on top of it. So, these lamps, maybe? Very inconvenient. Right, like here. Alright, cool. Got that. Duplicate. Put it into the grid. Oh, yeah, I could have just made the grid smaller. I'm so dumb. And this is what makes the grid system a little tricky. It's like I want to put it a little more in, but not too far. And then on this corner here, there. Yeah, I think that works. All right, to add the walls. Wrong side of the thingy. Never mind. I guess we're keeping it there. Yeah, because that's also where it's going to match up. Never mind, it's not where it's going to match up. Alright, we two-layer this. Not because I am too lazy to redo it, but because it'll look better. Probably. Probably. Yeah, that looks marginally improved. It's right there. Come on. It's such a minute issue. Alright, cool. So that'll be the terrace. And now I need the concrete pillars to stretch all the way up. Let me get into grid mode. Need the big one. Brilliant. We have that one there. I keep accidentally pressing caps lock like a fool instead of shift. Now, I do not remember how tall Ouranosaurus is, which may be contributing as to, or in this building being so tall. But that is neither here nor there. Point is, we now have the balcony in which we will be viewing our Ouranosaurus's best. Just a little lower. There you go. Just stop poking out of the floor. It's a magic trick. Voila. Brilliant. Oh, a little bit of terrain fuckery. No, do not respect structures. Thank you. Oh, that's why I was having terrain generation problems over there. Okay. It all makes sense now. Anyhow. Let me add some unfortunate railings to the stairs. Awnings, fences. Where are... We'll go with these aired ones. No, not those, I guess. Because those are really thick for... Actually, here's what we'll do. Where are the sloped walls that go with these stairs? Nope, not you. Okay, brilliant. Wonderful. And now let me get the fence. Just so that we're not putting railings on places where they probably shouldn't go. It's because every time that I put it on the thing, there's got to be a better way for doing railings, but nobody has told me what it could possibly be. Alright, cool. Now to adjust this one with the freeform tool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Brilliant. Slightly less brilliant. But you know what the solution is? We hide it with the walls. Where are the walls? Where's grid? Alright. Off to a brilliant start already, as there have been no hiccups of any variety. And in here, under these stairs, is where we're going to hide the restroom, because that is probably the only thing that's going to really fit into that tiny grid, or at least make sense. And also, I guess it makes sense to put the restroom there, because usually the restrooms are in kind of funky places. So I'm just going to do that now before I forget. Restroom. Alright, please don't be poking out the walls. Yay! Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I think I can move it a little bit, too. Nope, it's gonna have to be there. Alright, that's fine. I can add a little bit of cover up to that with another wall. Forgive me for going quiet. I need to concentrate so I don't mess up the placement of these walls. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up. And I didn't fuck up. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now the annoying part. Did I? Of course I did. It's always annoying doing this without the grid. Oh, the entire thing is slightly off because of the grid, though. Because the grid is a little too big. Which is fine, but it's not ideal. Alright, cool. Stairwell's done. This is a nice little building, or the outskirts of one. So, I'm going to replace this top wall here with our arid bricks. Place you with our arid bricks as well. And let me wrap up the wall on this side of everything. So, this will all be outside. This down here will be inside. So let me put this back on 4. So I know where everything is sort of supposed to go. cool, that's alright. Never mind, it's terrible and awful, and I've realized the horrible error of my ways. Oh, goodness. Damn. Forgive me, Prehistoric Kingdom, for pushing one wrong, or for slightly not paying attention. There needs to be, you know what there needs, I think it would be great if there was a transparency mode so you can see where you're building through objects. I think that would make life marginally easier. So, my beloved Prehistoric Kingdom devs, if you are listening to this here video, please give us a transparency mode of some variety, because that would be really useful when doing multiple story builds. I don't want to be at 0, but oh, that's really annoying. Because the snap is really useful when it works. It's just, it would be great if I could do it in less than ½ meter intervals. Because the ½ meter intervals are kind of what's throwing everything off here. Alright, I need 2 meter walls. Put this back at 0.5. Because if something is like a little off. Okay, that was just stupid. Like, I don't think the game should punish you for being, like, for building in odd numerical, and this is why I say I need a transparency mode. Yeah, for working with, like, non-perfect units. Like, this entire thing is 6 meters high, and the pillars only go in 4 meters, I think? Something like that. So, like, it's just, we're like, give me transparency, damn you. Because, like, otherwise I'm going to be clipping through objects. I know that that's a lot easier said than done, but it would be very helpful if there was a transparency option, like, so that you can see through your builds while actually doing the build. Alright, cool. So, now that we've laid that out, let me add some guest amenities beyond the restroom. So, would like a restaurant. Also, I would like an option to turn off the white floors that are the default on all the guest amenities. As well as the, like, I don't like those like, I don't like these little things on the outside. I don't like having it come with the door and window. Like, I would like to be able to get rid of that if possible, but I can't because it's included. Because, like, I'd like there to be, like, you know, you can, like, I guess so you can lead it into a staff room, but I don't know, actually, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have that. And another, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I guess I need a staff room. Okay, why are you only being in the center? I do not want you only in the center, I want you on the edge. Ugh. Little food court, and yeah, food court there, and then a shopping court on the other side. Like, with our shopping center, we're also gonna have little shopping kiosks. Actually, yeah, like right as you enter. Or a little bit before you enter the main kiosk. Shopping centers. And some donation bins on the second floor. Nice, and so that way, right before you see the Ouranosaurus, you can donate if you please. So, I'm thinking a small box here. Oh, that's an entrance. Whoops, education. Need a screen. Get a few screens actually, so that we can properly advertise not just the Ouranosaurus, but also our Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus that it is sort of neighbors with. Let me scoot these into place. Realize that they're not fully aligned on the grid, annoyingly. Cool. The nearby species would be the Ouranosaurus, but I haven't added them yet, obviously, so that's obviously creating a little bit of difficulty. But yeah, alright, so that'll be there, and to add a little bit more, I really need to download some prefabs or something, because I'd like a something with the Alright, how big are you, Ouranosaurus? Alright, you are not big at all, in all honesty. Which, sorry to sound judgmental, but... And I'm now realizing that it's not even in the module. Alright. Spinosaurus. I'm gonna want a Spinosaurus silhouette inside somewhere. I think here, because it kind of matches the angle of the stairs. Yeah, I like that. Ouranosaurus. You silly little guy. And Carcharodontosaurus, my ever-beloved. I think the Carcharodontosaurus will be at the front to greet you. Actually, no. Carcharodontosaurus, Genechirus, and Montosaurus. Okay, no Carcharodontosaurus. We're gonna have a Spinosaurus at the front. And we're gonna want it in actual size. So alright, I need Alt. Okay. Left Alt hold. Alright, so that's not gonna happen. Gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Bang. Bang. Is there an Ouranosaurus one? That's T-Rex, Triceratops. And I just got an achievement. Yeah, there is no Ouranosaurus. Alright, where's Carchar? Carchar. I just saw you. Where are you, buddy? You're in a silly pose, I know that. Well, not a silly pose, just a pose I'd rather you were not in. There you are. Go off grid mode. On grid mode. I think right at this plant garden is where I'm gonna keep the Carcharodontosaurus sign. So, you know, that way we have all the early Cretaceous African dinosaurs in one spot. Alright. This is going to end up being quite a long episode. Which is fine. I'm not really too fussed about that. I wanted to make longer episodes anyways. Because I like playing the game. But all the while, okay, yeah, all the while, it's just less people are watching these than I was initially hoping, which is fine. This is a smaller game. Like, it's not gonna have the numbers as Jurassic World Evolution had. Like, you know, it would be very foolish of me to assume that I could pull those numbers. But there is a lot of overlap between the two fandoms, and I think that I personally prefer playing this than I did playing Jurassic World Evolution for reasons I've listed out before, like the different building system, for one. But I think that, you know, I'm trying to be consistent with my uploads and everything, and it's just kind of demotivating, or, demoralizing to not see this series doing incredibly well by proxy to the Jurassic World stuff that I didn't like doing as much. But that's just kind of the way the world works, and you know, this has never been a thing that has been intended to be like my career or anything like that. It's just like I do this because I like doing it. But this is a game that I think deserves recognition, and I'm not saying that my channel deserves recognition or anything like that. But I think that, you know, I just, it's just a little bit unfortunate is all. Alright, let me make this staff area. Ugh, unfortunate. You know, I don't like talking about YouTube, because I think that it's a silly hobby. Like, let me call a spade a spade. It's a silly hobby, and it's not a career aspiration, and it should not, generally speaking, be a career aspiration for anyone. You should be making videos because you like making videos, and it brings you joy to do so, and you just wish to share that joy with others. But it you know, it does get to you, like when videos that you don't like as much, or you look back on with less fondness, do better than the videos that you know, have been enjoying making more. Like, it's not the end of the world, because again, this is a hobby. This is not my career. I have a very illustrious career outside of this as a no, I don't. I have a silly part-time job. You know, it just yeah, it's just an unfortunate fact of life, I guess, is that stuff that you like doing will not always be recognized, as well as stuff that you, not that I don't like making the Jurassic World stuff, it's just this feels more, I don't know, it just, this all is, like, this series is my choice, and my, like, I chose, like, everything in this park that has been made by me. It has not been made by the developers, like they, yeah, they did, like, you know, do all the hard work, but, like, you know, this building, I made that. Let me delete this, and let me put a door here. Not the, yeah, I'll put a door here, because I think I'm going to put the, gate here. Let me real quickly just grab a gate. Yeah. No, like, this building, I made it. The developers didn't make it, nothing like that. Like, it's mine. Like, and it's something that I'm, like, when it's done, I will be proud of. Because it's something that I did myself. But, like, you know, Jurassic World is, I guess, less of that. And that makes me, like, have, not a worse time playing it, just not as good of a time playing it as I could have if, you know, if it was mine. But it's, you know, it's fine that it's not. Like, you know, it's at the end of the day, these games and stuff are they're games, and it's I play them for fun. But why? Ugh. Like, if I didn't enjoy playing the game, I would not make a video on it. If I didn't enjoy making videos, I simply wouldn't. Like, making videos for, like, you know, I'm almost able to make money off of YouTube. Like, I can't yet. So, why stress about the views and stuff? Because one day I'd like to make money. Yeah, no. Pleasant as that could be, as a pipe dream, sure. As an actual thing, I can live without it. I can take it or leave it. This is going to end up being a very long video. I can already tell. Yeah, but it's fine. Like, I like doing this, and I definitely harp on that point a lot. The fact that I like doing this. But if I didn't like doing it, I simply wouldn't do it. Because what's the point of, you know, forcing yourself to play a video game? Like, if you don't like doing it, don't do it. Let me scoot this a tiny bit over. Yeah, I don't know how that ended up happening like that. Yeah, the world will force you to do a lot of things. Playing video games is not one of them. Like, you should never be forced to do... You should never be forced to do anything. Let's be clear. The way the world works, you will be forced to do some things, but you should not be able to force... You should not be forced to do anything against your will. And, like, sometimes it can feel like you are, sure, but... it should be less often the case that you're forced to do anything against your will. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking how this is coming together. I'm very much liking how it's coming together. Garden plants. Let's see. Is there... What are you? This looks... This is kind of Ouranosaurus. So, this will be a photo opportunity area. Is there any way that I could make a fountain? Actually, here's what I'll do. Topiary Ouranosaurus. Or Ouranosaurus of some... Or maybe it's an Allosaurus. It's fine, nobody knows. It's fine. It's fine. All is well. And then... No, not my... don't tempt me with the elephant grass. Alright, let me make a small pool of water. Okay. Is there any way to make the water less of an asshole? I have a suspicion not. Yeah, it's definitely seeming like a no. So, I guess just normal plants then. We want wetland, and we want... grassland. And some desert. And a couple tropical trees. I think the Spinosaurus had some coastal plants. But I don't want to be wrong. Oh, I can't not have a beach. I must have a beach, right? Yeah. There we go. Archway. Now, I guess a sort of thing I'm pondering is, do I have... I'm thinking now of having this be... This is all exterior. But I already included... Like, this will be open roof. And then you enter the archway. And then you get into the closed roof section. That's what I'm thinking now. Maybe because I just don't want to make a roof, but that's neither here nor there. But I think that that could be neat, like having a the open floor or open roof concept with the, what do you call it? With the garden, and then a closed roof when you get to the actual inside. I think that could be quite nifty. and I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. So, here will be the divide. Here and here. So, everything over there will be closed roof, and this will be open roof. Now, I guess a follow-up is how am I going to do that with the stairs? I know how I'm going to do that with the stairs. I'm simply going to... Oh. Bang, pow. Alright. Wonderful. Oh. Crap. Oh, wait, never mind. I just remembered. There's a piece that I never use. Oh, wait. Yes! Oh, beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Just fits. Just barely. Oh, that could have been disastrous if it didn't. Whew, okay. Lovely. Lovely, lovely stuff. Alright, now, for one thing, let me... This is going to be a lot of... It's going to be a very, very long episode. And I don't really want to skip forward at all. I need the taller one. Because I'm... It's not because I don't want to edit through infinite amount of footage. Although I don't. It's just, you know, I like longer form content, and I think it's better for attention spans, like in general, like longer form stuff. And I think I've been on record talking about how I hate the use of the term content. But I like longer videos. They're fun to make, because like I like sharing the fun that I'm having with all of you lovely folks at home. All probably 5 of you who've made it this far into the video. Which, if you made it this far into the video, stick around, subscribe, all those things, and I will continue this series. But I think generally speaking, longer form videos and stuff, it's just healthier, and I think that it's fun to get involved with all this stuff, and, you know, actually be invested in the whole process and the project that you're actually there to watch. So that's my take. Alright, now, let me think about these plants, because these plants are going to be... Is that still sticking out? It's still... Nope, stop it. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice little area. It'll need, you know, some benches and stuff so that it doesn't look completely barren, but yeah, alright. Let's get a little few more props in here and then and then wrap it up. Before I do that, I have to okay, we're fine on that side, and we're fine on that side. Brilliant. Where are my beloved tables and chairs and the like? Are they in the seating? Yes. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the video right before we get the Ouranosaurus, just because this building has just been such a Herculean effort to get done. This is probably the biggest thing that I've built in PK, and as such, it's been fun as it's been. It's also been very, very long and taxing on my brain. So let's see, what else do we generally have inside of these kinds of things? I need some, I know what I need. Where's my silhouettes? No, I don't know. Wall signs? Was it in? What was it in? Or was it in the decorations? No props. Why can I not remember? Can never remember. Building accessories. Wall props. This will be good when we get a I think we have Lambeosaurus. What am I thinking? I don't think they have Centausaurus. I don't think. But I mean, it's cool. There's no Spinosaurus in here. There's Deinonychirus, which will be very fun to make, and I'll probably make sooner than later. It's definitely not in the plants. Why do I keep losing it? Entertainment, there's nothing yet. Amenities is there. I can never remember where these... Where the, what are they called? The, environment, like, signs. Can't remember where they are, ever. They shouldn't be in foliage. They shouldn't be in gardening. Special, no. Oh, they should be, yeah, here it is, murals. And I want, what do I want? I would like the desert. Even though it's not entirely appropriate, I would still like it. And Arthropleura. Oh, I know what I can add in here. I'm gonna add a micro exhibit. No, I'm not. I'm realizing now that's a bad idea. Okay. Back to the decorations. None of these, because we're not doing the staff area. General props is more that... not exactly what we want. You know what I'm going to do? Where's the signs again? I'm going to get another caricature. Velociraptor, Stegosaurus, Microraptor, Ouranosaurus, Dilophosaurus. I think I'm gonna get another. I guess I have to do another Spinosaurus. Because it's kind of the only one that they have. But I would like to replace it with a Carcharodontosaurus if one is ever added to the well, excuse me, if one's ever added to the caricature list. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a Ouranosaurus. Can I flip it? Yes! I've done it. Make this one a little smaller. We have created a scene. Now I need, like, yes, this is good. This is good. I think that's quite nifty. Alright, I think that'll be enough for this. So I get more seating to match the restaurant. Are there any prefabs? No, so I gotta do it by hand. Yay. Oh, good God. Let's see. Oh, can I not actually replicate the restaurant benches? Oh, that's no fun. Alright then, just simple, basic, stupid food court benches, I guess. And then some normal park benches. I have been neglecting trash bins for way too long, and I have a suspicion that it's going to be making my park very dirty, that I have been doing so. So, whoops. That was not smart of me. But, alas, here we are. Do I need a vending machine? No, we have so much capitalism in here. We do not need more. Alright. Time to finally make the damn roof. Do I want... Okay, I'm thinking glass here, solid here. So for the glass roof, I need a corner piece, for one. Corner? You're not a corner. You're a rounded corner. I need, yep, corner piece here. Basic glass, yes. Because I like glass roofs. Give me a break. Is there a corner that doesn't lead into a point? I'm suspecting not, so... So, we'll go... Alright, we're gonna make it domish, because we want some curves. Although I'm seeing that shape there is going to be a problem. But that's a problem I'm going to get to momentarily. Ah, yes. Of course. Of course, of course. Alright, so that'll be good for turning those corners. That's just a smaller version. Oh, wait, there's not going to be a way to... Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. That part will just have to be filled solid then. Oh, that kind of weirdly works. And then we complete the bubble. Always remember, no matter what you do, everything with curves will end up looking like a penis in some form or another. That is just a fact of life. The sooner you accept it, the happier you will, the more fulfilled you will be. All roads inevitably lead to phallic-based or phallic-appearing buildings. It is simply a fact of life. Alright. I love giving great words of wisdom in these videos. It's another thing. I love sharing my wisdom with all of the people of the internet. I am a university student. How could I not? Alright, brilliant. Lovely. And then bang, 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 bang. I'm starting to see the problem. But just remember, there are no problems, just happy accidents, happy accidents, happy accidents. I am a very unhappy accident right now. Are you telling me that I could have just... That is exactly what they are telling me. And now I must listen. And now I must feel very foolish. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, that looks nice. Ish. Curves. Curves. We love curves. They are... Yeah. Huh. What a predicament this has placed me in. Do I have... Alright, I need these 2-meter slants. I need to flip you. This is 100% going to lead to my guests getting onto the roof. But no, it isn't. Because I said so. But in reality, this would 100% to my guests lead to my guests getting on the roof. Alright. Most of the roof is done. Come on. Home stretch, home stretch. This is not the roof. Where's the roof? Roof. And I need in tropical terracotta. Like, okay, I do definitely prefer PK to Jurassic World, because not the dinosaur designs, like, specifically. Like, I love Jurassic World. It's okay, maybe I don't love Jurassic World, but I really like Jurassic World. And as such, like, it gives me good vibes, and I will never complain about the, or I should never really complain about the dinosaur designs unless they're like super ugly, like a certain Deinonychus. But this game is, until Jurassic World Evolution 3, the only game that allows you to build the a dinosaur park with complete control, which you just simply do not get with Jurassic World Evolution or even the Zoo Tycoon games. So it's just... Alright, let me... What's the hex code for these? Let me try and just... Oh. Just copy that hex code. Don't know why I haven't been doing that the whole time. Probably because it doesn't really work. Because they're completely different textures. But I have a simple solution. Simply darken it, and it looks kind of better. Alright, now, let me actually put some Ouranосauruses in here so that I can finish off this video, because it seems very criminal to make one of these videos without ever adding a dinosaur. Joop, doop, doop. I'm thinking that this, the exhibit, it's, I'm trying to think of what it is reminding me of, because, like, I'm far from the first person who has thought of a, enclosure like this. At least I would hope I'm far from it, because it's kind of a very, simple idea. But sorry. Oh, excuse me. I have a bit of a cough. But it's like it's a cool idea. How big is this? 4,000 square meters. How big do Ouranosaurus need? Alright, for 4 of them, I need 3,000. Okay. Yeah, I doubt this is a super original idea. At least I would hope it's not. Like, because it's very basic. But saying that, I am very proud of how it's turning out. Let me replace this wall. Let me just replace all the walls with this arid clay for right now. Just so I can get the animals in here and they don't immediately break out. I am happy with it. It's reminding me of somewhere in real life, but I can't for the life of me remember. Put respect structures back on. Yeah, it's a cool building and it's a cute little idea for a place to house our Ouranosauruses, who we are now going to place into the park, if I can find them. Ouranosaurus. I'm just gonna have them at full growth. So, because we have those posters inside, we're definitely gonna get 2 of these buddies. So, 1 of you, 2 of you. And I'd like to have them all be males, because I like the patterns more. Although this one, yeah, like I also don't want breeding in the park, so. I feel like the female looks better on this one. So, yeah. We'll get 2 male, 2 female. And then we'll place them all. Hussein, Jigo, Ladi, and Iman. And we're going to pause the video. I'm going to give them some food and some water. Which I don't like how much it dips when giving water. And let me just change the paint to grassland. That is not what I meant. Change the paint to grassland. And also wetland. Because I want this one to really be a, like, hybrid exhibit. Where it's a mix of the Spinosaurus and the Carcharodontosaurus exhibits. Alright, and let me just give them a feeder so they do not starve. Just a fruit feeder. Right here. They can eat that, right? No, they cannot. Alright, there we go. Let me just quickly move that over a little bit. Alright. Lovely jubbly. So, that is... that is going to have to do it for this episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. Thank you all, as usual, for joining in the creation of this lovely little building here. We're going to go for a quick tour, I guess. And then that will be it. I don't know why I'm falling from the sky. Hello. So. Here we are. Our building, after just walking past our Spinosaurus and Ouranosaurus exhibits, who both seem to be being a pain in the ass, but we come over to this lovely building here with our Spinosaurus looking over us, welcoming us in. This is either I'm very tall or that's very short. But we have a few nice little places to sit down and enjoy the ambiance. We also can get up close and personal with our Ouranosaurus so we can see just how big these things really are next to us. And we have a little topiary version as well. But upon entering inside, we have this lovely view overhead, nice skylight. Can do some engagement with some capitalism. Can look at a beautiful scene of our Ouranosaurus here. Sit down, enjoy even more capitalism that we need in order to eat. You know, so that we do not starve among the park, as we are quite a long ways from food now. We're going to ignore the open window that you can crawl out of. And we can get a nice little look at our Ouranosaurus as well. We chow down on our very well-priced burgers that phase through the ground. Okay, I gotta fix that. Okay, why are you floating above where you should be floating? There we go. And while I'm also in build mode, let me also just get the glass. Shoot that on over. Lovely. So now that we generally can't crawl out the window and into the Ouranosaurus's enclosure, we can look in and see the staff definitely preparing all of their illustrious resources to go take care of those very energetic Ouranosauruses. And get a look at our currently largest animal in the park, the Spinosaurus, as we enter the piss and shit chambers that are our restroom. Or we can head upstairs and look at the empty education boards, donate some money so that we can turn the electricity on and actually see what those say, and get an even better look into our Ouranosaurus's enclosure, as they currently do what most zoo animals do and hide from any possibility of ever being seen. Can't really blame them, considering they're... Oh, but there's one now. Hello, buddy. Taking a nice stroll, I see. But yeah, alright. So, this has been way too long of building this enclosure. Thank you all for... or this building. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.